Royal moment. Princess Leonor's kiss for King Felipe at Copa del Rey. Smiling face. Spain. A stadium roaring. Cameras flashing. Spain united in one electrifying moment. But then, silence. A moment no one expected. A moment that stopped every heartbeat in the room. Because when Princess Leonor stepped forward, the world thought they knew what was coming. They were wrong. What she did next didn't just surprise the king. It revealed a truth Spain hasn't seen in years. A truth that changes everything about the royal family. And it all began with a single kiss. The crowd was already alive, vibrating with the kind of patriotic energy that only football can ignite. The Copa del Rey final is always emotional, always loud, always intense. But this year, the air was different. It wasn't just the teams on the pitch people were watching. It was the royal box. Because for the first time since her return from military training, Princess Leonor of Spain was attending the match alongside her father, King Felipe VI. The future queen, standing next to the current king, sharing a public stage in front of the entire nation. And yet, no one could predict what would unfold between them. A moment so intimate, so deeply human, that it would instantly dominate the headlines across Europe. As the final whistle blew and the winning team gathered for the trophy presentation, King Felipe stepped forward, the symbol of unity and leadership. Cameras zoomed in, fans leaned in, and then, just a few steps behind him, Princess Leonor appeared, smiling softly, eyes full of pride, not just for the match, but for her father. This is where the story truly begins. Because what happened next was not protocol. It wasn't planned. It wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't a political gesture or a royal performance. It was real. It was pure. It was family. The king turned, perhaps expecting a handshake. Or maybe just a shared smile. But instead, Leonor moved closer, lifted her hand gently to his arm, and kissed him on the cheek. A kiss that stunned the stadium. A kiss that melted Spain. A kiss that revealed the bond between a father and daughter, a bond forged in duty, strengthened by sacrifice, and illuminated by love. But why was this moment so powerful? Why did this simple kiss capture the soul of a nation? To understand that, you must understand everything that led to it. Leonor has always been a symbol, a promise, a future queen. From the moment she was born, every camera, every headline, every political analyst saw her as the heir. A figure shaped by expectation, responsibility, and tradition. But what Spain has rarely seen is Leonor the daughter. Leonor the young woman. Leonor the human being living behind the crown. For years, her public image was carefully controlled. Formal speeches, Christmas cards, ceremonial appearances, a poised, disciplined, perfectly trained royal. And while that image was essential for the monarchy's stability, it also created a distance. A quiet question in the minds of the people: who is Princess Leonor really? What is she like beyond the cameras? Does she laugh? Does she get nervous? Does she ever break protocol? Does she feel? But at the Copa del Rey, the world received an answer. Not through a speech, not through an interview, but through that one kiss. A moment of vulnerability, warmth, and unfiltered affection. A daughter reaching for her father, not because the cameras were watching, but because she wanted to. Because she felt it. Because she lived it. And for King Felipe, that kiss meant more than any headline will ever capture. He has spent his entire life preparing to lead a nation. Every move, every word, every decision shaped by responsibility. And raising an heir under that pressure is its own kingdom of weight. From infancy, Leonor was not just his child. She was Spain's. And yet, Felipe fought hard to carve out moments of normalcy. Moments where she could grow, learn, fail, dream, laugh, and simply be his daughter. This kiss was the public manifestation of all those unseen years. The bedtime stories, the official briefings, the quiet talks after school, the guidance, the discipline, the trust, the love. The nation saw only the kiss. But Felipe experienced the entire journey behind it. And yet, this moment also carried a deeper significance. One the world felt instinctively, even if they couldn't articulate it. Spain is in a period of transition. A generational shift. A new chapter approaching. For many, Leonor represents stability and hope for the monarchy's future. Her military training, her speeches, her discipline, her emotional intelligence, each step has been carefully watched and praised. But leadership isn't built on perfection. It's built on authenticity, on humanity, on emotion. It's built on moments exactly like this one. Because when Leonor kissed her father, she didn't just show affection. She showed confidence, agency, a sense of ownership over her role. She didn't hesitate. She didn't look for permission. She acted with the instinct of someone who is growing into her crown, not because she must, but because she's ready. This was the moment Spain saw a future queen not just in title, but in presence. And then came the reaction. The crowd erupted, people smiling, cheering, some even tearing up. Social media lit up instantly, clips, screenshots, slow-motion replays. Commentators interrupted their analysis of the match to talk about the royal moment. It became the highlight of the day. Not the winning goal, not the celebration, but the bond between father and daughter. But why did this touch people so deeply? Because in a world filled with political tension, economic uncertainty, and emotional fatigue, one pure moment of love felt revolutionary. It reminded people of something they had forgotten. Behind the institutions, behind the ceremonies, behind the headlines, there are human beings. Families, feelings, stories. Leonor's kiss reminded Spain of its heart. But this moment also raised new questions. Questions that pull us deeper into the emotional core of the monarchy. If this kiss was unplanned, what does it reveal about Leonor's growing confidence? What does it say about the evolving relationship between her and the king? How does this shape her public identity moving forward? Because make no mistake, moments like this are not isolated. They create ripple effects. Every public gesture from a royal carries symbolism. Whether they intend it or not, people attach meaning to it. Interpret it, decode it. And this kiss, though rooted in personal affection, carried a message. Leonor is stepping forward, not just as heir, but as a young woman taking ownership of her place in the royal family. A place next to her father. A place of emotional intelligence and leadership. This moment showed something else too, Philippe's pride. His eyes softened, his smile widened, his posture changed. A father, touched by the sincerity of his daughter. A king, strengthened by the future standing next to him. After the kiss, something subtle but unmistakable happened. The stadium's energy became softer, warmer, more connected, as if Spain collectively remembered that royalty is not just about duty. It's also about humanity, heritage, love. And Leonor didn't shy away after the gesture. She didn't retreat or become self-conscious. Instead, she stood taller, brighter, as if the kiss unlocked something inside her, a new layer of confidence, or perhaps a deeper sense of belonging. Her interaction with her father sparked new curiosity loops in the public's mind. What private conversations had led to this closeness? What quiet lessons has Felipe been passing on to his daughter? How has her military training shaped her emotionally? What other sides of her will Spain begin to see as she grows into her role? Each question creates another. Each answer opens a door to more. Because the monarchy is no longer simply about tradition. It's about connection. And Leonor is becoming the bridge between old Spain and new Spain, between formality and emotion, between crown and heart. The kiss was a symbol of transition. A baton passed not through ceremony but through affection. It marked a new phase in their relationship. King and heir, father and daughter, partners in duty. And as the cameras rolled, capturing every angle, the moment spread beyond the stadium. Across cities, across screens, across continents. This wasn't just a royal moment. It was a human moment. And that humanity is what will shape Leonor's reign in ways Spain has never seen before. Because this kiss didn't just reveal love. It revealed leadership, emotional maturity, confidence, heart. It showed the leader she is becoming, the queen she will one day be, and the bond that will guide her through the throne's heaviest responsibilities. As Spain continues to celebrate that night, the story of the match slowly fades. But the kiss remains, a moment frozen in time. A moment that sparked a new chapter. A moment that captured Europe's heart. And when people look back years from now, on the day Leonor takes the throne, on the day she stands in front of her nation as queen, they will remember this moment. This kiss. This glimpse into the soul of a future monarch. Because sometimes, the most powerful moments are not the ones planned. Not the ones scripted, but the ones born from pure, true, unfiltered love.